Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Get ready to rumble!
Pump up the jam, yo, pump it up, yo, pump it up. Y'all ready for this? I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Give it up, go.
Welcome to the big show.
Oh my God!
Yes, I've seen the bush Wookiee. He's been running around here. He was actually the inspiration for this meme. Yep, that's why I have the younger cross-country kids go run Shady Trail. If they can survive the bush Wookiee on Shady, they can survive anything. Makes a stronger team. You know, I believe if you know he's been known to run across the street here by my room here, and I think if you set this camera up on overnight, I think you could probably get a picture of him.
Here we have our first interviewee, Bull Beimenheim. So, first of all, the question we've all been wondering, how did you and your colleagues survive?
Well, me and my 3 buddies were first to draw watch that night. We just finished a large celebration for a successful campaign on getting footage of the bush Wookiee. Everyone had a lot of fun, and no one wanted to stay awake for the next 3 hours. But as I said, we were unfortunate enough to draw watch. Let's just say it did not go very well. Admittedly, things got sloppy, which I suppose is part of the reason the bush Wookiee was able to get the jump on us. Now, is it our fault? No.
Wait, are you saying that the 27 other brave men and women who died on this expedition died because you and your friends failed to keep a good watch?
As I was saying, it was not completely our fault for the bush Wookiee's attack. We had tried to warn everyone, but they didn't hear us. So after our warning, we followed protocol and got to a safe location.
And now we have Alex Big Bucks Andre. So, my first question is, how exactly did...
Listen here, Mr. Alashonsky, or whatever the same hell your gunman calls you. We found oil out there, and one of them bush Wookiees came out and started attacking us. So I'm gonna go out and kill that thing so I can develop oil operation, and you sure as hell can bet I'm gonna hire a team. They're gonna go out there while I watch them tear that thing to pieces.
I don't think we should go on a second bush Wookiee expedition when we barely survived the first. I think we should go our separate ways.
Good idea, comrade.
Oh, sorry guys, you gotta take this ball. Oh, okay.
Oh my God! Get
Oh my God! Jose!
The death of the bush Wookiee. Aptos High School is peaceful once again.
The wages in Pajaro Valley are thousands of dollars less than any competing district both in our county, like Santa Cruz, and south of us, and $20,000 less in the first few years compared to over the hill. So I've lost colleagues who needed to be having enough money to raise their kids and send them to college, who live across the street from Aptos High, who left totally because of pay.
No, I do not think the wages are fair. In Santa Cruz, California, the cost of living is enormously high compared to the amount of dollars they make. The average family of four has to make $50,000 to $60,000 a year. And if you calculate that to a teacher's wage, you will be in the negative red.
Well, as you guys know, the Santa Cruz Aptos area is a really desirable place to live, but it's also a very expensive place to live. And what happens for teachers is that if our salary isn't a survivable salary for the local costs, it's increasingly hard for people to live here and do the job in the community they want to. So for us, the big issue, particularly as for young teachers coming in, is that they don't have a wage they can start a family with. I'm a veteran teacher at Aptos of 41 years. It's my 41st year. So I'm at a higher end of the salary level, but even for me, I'm some $20,000 to $30,000 less pay working here than if I just drove over the hill to San Jose. So that, because it's even more expensive here, it's a two-issue thing: low pay plus high cost. That's a bad combination. And what happens is I'm department chair for science. I've been that for a long time. I'm hiring new teachers. I have some fabulous young teachers in their early 20s, some of whom are starting families. And for them, that makes it really hard to stay here. That's my greatest fear for Aptos High, is that you can't replace teachers with good quality teachers. We teachers feel like, and we can prove it, that they have about $50 million they could be putting more towards students and classes. So we think we have a just cause, and it's going to be up to them to decide how they're going to respond. And where we are right now is just take it one step at a time. We've done a reach out, we've done a little bit of demonstrating, we've done some communicating, and as this goes on into spring, you'll see things change a bit depending on what we need to do. So like many teachers here, we love this school, we love the students, we love our community, we like how the parents are supportive. So it's a great place to work. My only complaint is we're not being paid enough. So that's a trade-off I've made. I've sort of done your money or your life. I've chosen my life. But I'm noticing now that as costs have gone up, that people who'd love to be here, who literally are crying when they leave because they can't afford to stay here. That's a choice you get forced into.
Bullying happens a lot around our ages, but nobody really notices, or would prefer not to pay attention and avoid it. We must stick to one another and help those who are in need. We do not know what they are going through, and sometimes they need someone who listens and cares. We must ask for help and not be afraid to do so. We are here with our school counselor to ask some questions.
What does Aptos High School do for those being bullied? We always respond to any reports of bullying, but it really depends on the unique situation of what's going on. Usually it starts with interviewing the student that says they're being bullied, and then a response can differ depending on the situation, but it's something we always address.
What do you recommend doing if we detect someone is being bullied?
I would say go to a trusted adult as soon as you can. The counselors and admin staff are all trained in intervening for bullying situations, but it doesn't have to be counseling or admin staff. It can be any staff member that you feel comfortable with.
Where do you consider bullying? What is bullying?
It can take many different forms, whether it's bullying online through social media or making threats to a student face-to-face, or even sometimes spreading rumors. So I would say any type of behavior that's making a student feel like they're unsafe at school would be bullying.
What if the person being bullied doesn't want to get help?
That happens a lot. A lot of times, students don't want to snitch or tell on other students, but if they are afraid of doing that and don't do it, nothing's ever going to happen to improve the situation. So even if they don't want to come forth with exactly what's happening, if they can just talk to an adult about what they're feeling as a first step, that would at least allow staff to know that they're having a hard time and allow staff to be able to support the students better.
Who are the people who we can contact when we need to ask for help?
Any adult on campus. All our staff are compassionate and caring people who want to help our students.
What is your advice for those who are scared to ask for help?
I would say even by starting to talk to a trusted friend would be a good first step. And then maybe after that going to a trusted adult, whether it's a teacher, staff member, counselor, administrator. But just start by talking to somebody first.
Is there anything else you want to say for those in need of help?
Just that they're not alone. Bullying is happening at high schools all over the country, and it's been happening for a long time in different capacities, and so they're not alone, and people will support you.
Studies show that kids who are bullied can experience negative school, physical, and mental health issues. Kids who are bullied are more likely to experience depression and anxiety. They feel sadness, loneliness, and changes like loss of interest in activities they used to enjoy. Never be afraid to ask for help if you see these changes in a friend. Tell a teacher, a parent, or someone who you trust.
Hello, my name's Andre Hatley. I'm a junior here at Aptos High. So my goal is to just pretty much be the best player I can be on the team, play good, and help my team win. If teams out there give me the chance to go prove myself, I know I can be a good player for your team in college. So two players that really inspired me to get into football was first Alex Smith, because I watched him on the Niners and I saw how he went from getting booed at every home game to like taking them almost to the Super Bowl. Then the other person is Frank Gore, because he was just a pure tank out there running the football, and that's the toughness I want to have. So I think running the 40-yard dash, I'd say I could get a solid 5, because I feel like I'm a pretty fast guy, I'm skinny, and I think I have good endurance. So, life at home, I eat pretty healthy. I eat a lot of fruits, I eat pasta, because I love pasta. And then, to keep myself in shape, I do workouts like lifting weights and all that. And then, for cardio, I just do sprints at this tennis court near my house. So, I love football. First off, I like the hard hitting. I've seen people get blown up before, seen them fumble, and it's just really like intense, you know? Especially on the hits where you can hear the helmets cracking. Let's see. Another thing I like too is like the sideline catches, you know? Like where their feet's barely right here and they have to reach out and catch the ball. So I really like that, especially. That.
Finish? Yeah. Good.
I think Andre has some areas of improvement. I think he should maybe get a little quicker, tab it quicker. Try to get in the 4.6 range, and 40 be good for him, and that's pretty much it. So me and Andre the last week we've been working out in the field, and I've noticed that he has really good speed and really good hands too, and he's really smart. He's a really smart football player and knows the game a lot, and he's pretty good. I really think he could play Division 1 or 2. Yeah.
takes my eye. I lift my head, blinded by the sky. Feel my way in front, following the sound. It moves away so fast, fall down to the ground. I know there's more to come. Jump back to my feet. Now I only see ahead of me, chasing down the street. on me. If you do, I won't move. I ain't described for no reason.
School, sports, and food. All of these come into a teenager's mind when they get home from school. But one thing that haunts them the most is homework. How much? What classes? When is it due? All of these thoughts come to a teen's mind when they get home from school, and that can actually end up hurting their well-being.
Homework. It's on my mind a lot. I have about 4 hours of homework plus 2 hours of sports each night. That adds up 6 hours plus school. I gotta get to bed on time. Most nights I don't even go to sleep till like 12 o'clock p.m. And I know that's bad for my health.
Teens start out with a lot of time to do their homework, so it seems. So they write and calculate for hours on end. Homework also tends to affect the student's social life by taking time away from hanging out with friends, and it also affects their mental health as well. A study by Stanford University states that 56% of students consider homework to be a primary source of stress in their lives. Stress. A pressure or tension exerted on a material object. Sleep is also a big factor in homework because students don't tend to get the sleep they need in a day. Scientists say that kids in elementary school should get 10 to 11 hours. Junior high kids should get 9 to 10 hours, and high schoolers should get 9 hours of sleep per night. And lack of sleep is proven to help cause obesity, type 2 diabetes, and automobile crashes.
Most nights I go to bed at 12 and wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, which is 3 hours less homework than I should be getting a night. It's not good, and I don't think I need this much homework in my life. It's not good for me.
Six or more classes with an hour of homework in each class adds up to be a lot of homework and too much information for the brain to take in.
Okay, coming.
Veganism is on the rise, but you can see people still eat meat. What's the justification for it? We're here to ask Santa Cruz.
So we're asking, on our behalf, we are meat eaters. So we're trying to figure out, with this rise of veganism, how do we justify our consumption of meat?
I don't know, it's an offense to humanity.
It's an offense to humanity?
I'm a vigorous carnivore, so...
Vigorous carnivore?
Vigorous carnivore.
So how would you say you justify that?
How do I justify it?
We're trying to
It's an important part of the human diet. It's a natural part of the human diet. Your teeth, your evolution, your nutritional needs, everything is associated with the ingestion of protein, specifically animal protein. So I think it's part of good health.
Okay.
And you can substitute that. You can substitute that for religious reasons. I don't have any objection to people that substitute it for religious reasons.
Right.
You can substitute for dietary reasons. I get that too. People that do it for quote unquote humanitarian reasons, it's an oxymoron in and of itself if you're not eating an animal for humanitarian reasons, but for peace reasons or whatever. I respect that, I understand that, but you're still wearing a leather jacket, right?
How to justify eating meat?
Yeah.
You know what? If you can get vitamins somewhere else, like iron from red meat, eat something else. I've cut way back on my red meat. I think if you could find, I think we're better off on plant food.
Okay.
I think if you could find an alternative that's just as, I think there are other ways to eat. Yeah, I think veganism is a good one.
Because we see that in nature, it's okay, like other creatures eat other creatures. And humans are animals, like we are animals.
Yeah, but would you say that we have the competency to really make that decision? Moral agency is what you'd call it.
I think morally, I'm not sure, like this is more of a personal, I think.
Yeah.
If people are like, I don't want to eat animals but if animals were farmed like they used to be, when everything was more in balance and everything like halal food, when it's like killed properly and it's not overexploited, we eat halal a lot, so it's a lot different than the puppy mills or like the production, like the beef production here in the US on the East Coast. Because you obviously have beef production like in Montana or somewhere, it's more grassland and it's a lot different. So it all depends.
I don't know. I mean, can you really justify? I eat meat. My wife doesn't eat meat. My wife will not eat meat. She won't eat any dairy products made from animals.
So she's a vegan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I eat meat because I was raised that way.
Okay.
My father was a butcher. Meat was part of my life. Have I looked into the impact it has? No. Probably don't want to because that might change my outlook.
Right.
And I don't eat because I'm hungry. I eat because I love the taste.
Right.
And that's why I eat.
Okay.
So I don't know how to justify it, but that's why I do eat meat.
How do we justify continuing? Oh, okay. Well, I guess one justification could be that you're used to your diet, right? Maybe the food that you've already been eating, you're used to eating. If there's a lot of different stuff that's available, it's got to become even more available, or kind of become. It would have to become kind of like cliquey. You know what I mean? Like oh, why wouldn't you do this instead of this, you know what I mean? So I guess you'd have to have a bigger purpose. There would have to be a bigger purpose for it.
Okay.
Usually people don't just change their diets for any reason. And then when they do decide, it's because they have a strong conviction. So I think strong conviction.
So with this rise of veganism, you heard of veganism, right?
I have no idea. I like to eat anything.
All right. So do you think it's justifiable to continue to eat meat with a bunch of, because I eat meat, right? He eats meat. But we're trying to figure out, how do we justify eating meat?
Well, if you're really hungry for a while, you know, the first thing you do, you gotta kill an animal.
Yeah.
And eat it.
What's poppin', dude? What's up?
What's up? My name's Evan Creo.
Nice, nice. You getting shred nasty out here in the woods or what?
Yeah, bombing these hills. Not too good on the jumps, but I'm still a full sender. Even though I'm not good at jumps, I still try and hit them, even though I eat crap at the end.
That's what's up. Did you weed it today at all?
Yeah, I ate it really bad.
Sick. You guys will see the clip of that.
Yeah, first jump, I was like, first jump of the day. I've never jumped before. I'm not a jumper. Like, I don't do jumps or any like walk jumps or big jumps, but Aiden showed me this jump and I thought I could do it. I didn't do it.
That's sick. What are you doing out here now then?
Kind of just filming for this class, CTE Video Production. It's a sick class, you know, Don Hoff's a sick ass teacher. He taught me a lot of stuff. He's cool with me. I get him chocolate milks and stuff like that, yeah, so I'm just filming for the final.
Oh dang, that's pretty sick, that's sick, heck yeah. Alright, well where are you at right now? Like describe your setting here for me.
Well, like, in the woods, you can get a few shots, you know, a bunch of trees.
Is there any jumps around here, or like what's the deal with that?
Yeah, we're in a straight line of jumps.
Yeah, looks like you're sitting on a pretty fat jump, huh?
This is a fatty.
Nice.
Got some carpet for grip, you know?
Yeah, you gonna send this fatty here in a second, or what?
Probably that fatty, not this one.
Ooh, little brother over there.
Fatty, you know,
yeah.
I'm not good at jumps.
Yeah.
I'm just good at bombing. I'm not good at climbing either. Oh, that was the worst part of mountain biking was climbing.
Yeah, I hear you on that one.
Really not worth it. Like, if you're trying to get into mountain biking, do some exercise before, like do some stamina or some cardio.
Yeah, or you could just like cop a dirt bike. That's always a good option too.
Just even though mountain biking is cheaper, don't do it. Do dirt biking. It's way better, way easier, way funner.
Yeah.
You don't have to be in shape. You just gotta, you just gotta go like that. That's all you gotta know how to do.
Yeah, and it's like just as fun, honestly. Alright, well yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
The over and out. I'm sure you guys will see some banger clips here in a second.
Yeah, thanks for some interviewing questions.
Yeah, bro.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Emily and
I'm Sky.
So this video basically is for my video production final, and we're going to be talking about both of our high school experiences.
Yeah.
It was really weird. And then junior year was good too. I like junior year. It wasn't bad at all. But I don't know, throughout the years, like, it's kind of weird because you start kind of learning, like, I don't know, like, who's going to be there for you in the end and who isn't, pretty much. And your social circle slowly kind of starts to, like, decrease in a way. And that's totally fine, but I don't know. You kind of realize, like, junior, senior year for sure. And they always tell you that, like, oh, you know, the people you started off high school with aren't the people you're going to end it with. So that's kind of like a learning experience too. And experience it for yourself and, like, be an adult and, like, move on to college and, like, you know, make new friends and stuff. You're just like over high school because, like, you've been with, you know, the same group of people for years, and you're just like, oh, okay, like, you know, not that that's a bad thing. That's do my thing and be an adult, pretty much, because we're all 18 or almost 18.
Yeah.
And my overall high school experience honestly was not that bad. I'm really glad I'm graduating though, because honestly that was a really big struggle for me too, because I've never really been good at, like, academics or anything. So graduating was, like, a really big step for me, pretty much, because I was on the verge of honestly not graduating, so to be quite honest. So I'm really proud of myself for that. Fuck yeah. How about you?
Yeah, my overall experience of high school wasn't bad at all. If any advice would come out of this, is, like, actually try hard in school.
Yeah.
Go do sports. Go, like, don't mess around. Like, if you really want to, like, do something with your life, like, try hard in school. That's the best advice to give. Don't lag. Don't lag with anything.
Don't lag. Try hard in school. Actually, like, work to become something too. So if any, like, people are, like, watching this, I guess you're going to this part. Yeah. So just believe in yourself. Aim to actually become somebody and something.
Yeah, maybe this advice could go to college too.
Yeah, and also a little advice to my fellow classmates is, Okay, a message to my fellow classmates. I think you should all radiate positivity towards each other throughout the coming years, becoming adults, because we're too old to have drama and well, obviously there's always going to be drama, but we're too old to be petty about it. So let's all be nice and radiate positivity. And yeah, so that was my senior final, and the bell's about.
What a beautiful beach day.
Yeah. Have you guys ever heard of the Santa Cruz shark monster?
No. What is that?
Well, it all happened 20 years ago.
One day, there was a young girl named Bob. She decided to go for a swim at her local beach. Then there was a shark. Bob didn't notice until it was too late. She was attacked. And then, later, she turned into the shark monster. No one ever saw her after that.
That's so fake. We can't let that stop us from having fun.
I mean, I guess.
I don't know. Okay.
Hi, friend! You're not my friend! Well, will you be my friend? I mean, all my friends left me anyway, so I guess so.
You're right. I am just a kid. I've been through a lot in the past 16 years, 12 days, 15 minutes, 27 and a half seconds. And if I've learned anything during that time, it's that you are who you are. And no amount of mermaid magic, or managerial promotion, or some other third thing can make me anything more than what I truly am inside. A kid. But that's okay, because I did what everyone said a kid couldn't do. I made it to Shell City. And I beat the Cyclops. And I rode the Hasselhoff. And I brought the crown back. So yeah, I'm a kid. And I'm also a goofball. And a wingnut. And a knucklehead McSpazatron. But most of all, I'm
a goofy goober! You're a goofy goober! We're all goofy goobers! Goofy, goofy, goober, goober! Put your toys away! Well, all I gotta say when you tell me not to play, I say no way! No way! No, 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 no way! I'm a kid, you say. When you say I'm a kid,
So I moved from a small town in Nevada and moving to a larger city where Santa Cruz is weird. I started a whole new profession and got to learn new things and open my mind to different adventures. So Santa Cruz has made me more adventurous and creative. Hey.
My name's Mark. I've been here for 38 years in Santa Cruz. I know, a long time. What about you? Five? You born here? Pretty amazing place to live. You don't have to go far to find a lot of diversity in nature, but I think that's a big selling point, but I think you gotta have nature in the attic for sure. I think a lot of people don't know that or have forgotten that.
Okay. What's you happy? I live on 500 Point, and I moved to Santa Cruz 8 years ago when I was 17 years old for college. I was kind of bummed because it wasn't the type of school that I wanted to go to, but I love the community, and I grew up vacationing here, so I thought it would be a good place for me to fit in. And then I stayed 8 years later. So the things about Santa Cruz that really resonate with me would be the sense of community and like an active community. So it's definitely not a perfect community, not a perfect world, but whatever problems there are here, people try to do something about them, and it's very positive, in a very positive way. So there's also a lot of opportunity for different types of people. So depending on my mood for the day, I can go almost anywhere in the community and find something that I want or need or that is good for me. So I know exactly which farmers markets are on which days and which locations. I know which beaches are going to be really crowded at certain times of day. I know if I wake up and I want to hear the ocean, I can just stroll down the street to 38th Avenue Beach. But if I want to be in the trees, then I can go to Nice Marks. Or if I want to be inspired, I could drive up to UCSC, where I got both my degrees from. And so there's a lot to offer here. And depending on my mood for the day or the direction that I kind of want to go, I have like an unlimited amount of options for that. So that's been really great. I also love that there's so many puppies here. There's dogs and animals, and it's very welcoming. When I'm walking on East Cliff, I know people by their dogs' names, not their names. And I can almost talk to anybody at any time, which is really nice. And I really like the idea of like younger leadership, which I've seen here since I moved here. Young people are really empowered to try to make the right decisions for themselves and try to help. That's what kind of got me into teaching high school, that there are opportunities for me to help out. And it's kind of like a top-down leadership where I have a lot of mentors in this community that have taught me how to lead other students, so that's been really fun. And yeah, that's all. That's what I love about Santa Cruz.
Hey, so I got this interview with a guy. I guess he's really good at this video game named League of Legends, and he's like a total loser, but I guess he's really good. So I offered him 20 RP for an interview, and he said,
yeah, so we're gonna have an interview, and this interview was kind of hard for me to get. So please don't mess it up for me. Is the camera on? Alrighty then. Yeah, it's already going out. Let's go. So this is the place. Don't look at me like that. Called ahead of time. We got RP.
You said RP?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on in. Ty's still in the middle of the rent game right now, so you have to wait till he's finished.
So I'm gonna guess you're Awful Racer's brother? Stepbrother?
Yeah, sadly.
Oh, well, I'm gonna need an interview with you, if that's okay.
I actually got other stuff to do.
Yeah,
so.
that was just common courtesy, so we're gonna have an interview now.
So do you play League of Legends? I play League occasionally, only play with friends. If I'm not playing with friends, it gets kind of boring.
So if you don't mind me asking, what rank are you?
I'm bronze, but my plays are challenger level.
That's what they all say. So you suck at the game?
I don't suck at the game.
So how much longer is this gonna take?
Well, he just started his ranked game, so I have to wait till he take a break to talk to him.
When does he take breaks?
It varies. Sometimes a couple hours, or he's just in there for the whole weekend.
Does this guy have a life?
No, he doesn't.
Who keeps talking? I was in the middle of my promos. I just lost my damn promos. I lost my promos. Oh.
We have guests? Yeah, you have an interview today.
I didn't know about this.
Well, now you do.
Okay.
So you go by the username Awful Racer, correct? Part of the top 2-ish%?
Yes, that's me.
What is it like being a part of such a prestigious group of individuals?
Well, first of all, it takes hard work, dedication, and a passion. I devote most of my time into League of Legends. Every day, I wake up, League of Legends. Go to sleep, League of Legends. I even watch the games I play with League of Legends. The only way to reach #1 is to live League of Legends.
So is it true that you've spent $2,000 and have played over 60 days worth of League of Legends?
No comment. Hi there. So, I built my computer myself. See, this is a GeForce GTX 1080. That's my graphics card. It's pretty good. And then I have my CX 750 in. And that's just the battery. Basically, what one is the computer, you know.
So I'm getting some weird vibes from these guys. And could we just get an interview and leave? Because, like, I don't want to be here any more longer than I need to be.
Want some drinks?
So how about we get some of that gameplay?
Okay.
So it's Wednesday, my dudes.
Well, that's a nice day. This was a good day for an interview.
Yeah.
So he just plays all day on him. Doesn't really do anything else in his day anyway?
Nope.
Any girlfriends?
Have you seen him?
Yeah, well, it's just
It's impossible.
benefit of the doubt.
No. It's impossible.
Freaking normies!
Whoa, Titan, calm down. There's a camera.
Oh my god, you killed Louie!
Titan, what are you doing?
Putting him away.
Titan? Titan.
I'm
many other bodies have you killed? What are you? Okay, Titans, calm down. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Okay, so we're just gonna wait here till he calms down. It always happens. He usually finds his donuts, munches on them, and then he's good. You know? So we just gotta chill. Louis might be dead, but we're still good, okay? Everything's gonna be all right. Okay? We're just waiting for him to find his donuts. Cause usually his donut. Wait, what the fuck?
Anywhere you wanna go, I follow. Mountain high and river low, I follow. Take me to the bottom, drop me in low, wherever you go. Mountain high and river low, I follow. It's a beautiful, beautiful life. Beautiful, beautiful life. Beautiful, beautiful life with you. Anywhere you wanna go, I follow. Mountain on a river low, I follow. Take me to the bottom, drop me in low, wherever you go. Mountain on a river low, I follow. Beautiful, beautiful life. Beautiful, beautiful life. Beautiful, beautiful life with you. Anywhere she wants to go.
Go to school, stay in school, and make the grade. That's the most important thing. The future is counting on it. And slow down in your vehicles because it's not a speedway. Okay? Exactly. Your mom and dad, pay close attention to the small things they're telling you. They're very important.
We could just
Because even if you lose one,
you're still
like,
good.
you still got one. That's true. You lose one chainsaw, you don't have any.
Yeah, then you got
hands.
Then you just wrestle the bear.
Yeah, then you
gotta wrestle it.
Take fun.
Hey, Arlette, come here.
Put you on the mic.
Serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Did I say fuck?
Yeah. Super loud, annoying beeps. Oh wait, no, Nick didn't.
Can you take a really big breath for us? Just in and out really quick.
There we go.
Thank you.
Do you have to future Aptos High students?
Yeah, I like Trump.
What? Okay, favorite teacher at Aptos High?
Trump.
What? Shoot it down.
Yeah. I don't think anyone has said that yet.
Yeah, no,
That was good.
That's probably the best one I've heard.
Yeah.
We're referencing.
You're the only one that can come in.
Hey, boom chick, chill out. We are here with Hayden Chowning, and what a lot of people don't know is he is a human being that has lived on this planet for 17 years? 18 years. Wow, okay. He did everyone. That being said, polar bears, I assume it's like a, excuse me, I'd assume it's like a slimy meat. Oh, okay. It seems like a slimy turkey, maybe. Yeah.
Well, I would love to demonstrate a defeathering process one day for you.
Okay.
I would subdue you with my mental fortitude.
Oh.
I'd think so many bad thoughts about you that you would cease to exist.
Okay.
I'm a very peaceful person, but if you bring out the tiger in me, I will destroy your mind.
Alright. And jean shorts with men. You know what a kazoo is?
I do.
Is it a true instrument?
It's the hardest question you've asked me today.
Sorry. Yeah. Real instrument?
Keep walking.
Wait. So what did you say? Do it.
You want to interview it?
You would like it.
Interview.
Wait. I don't think they should have called the cops either. Kind of dumb.
You singing not Kelly, you play get deadly. It's Greg got no jelly. I'm counting up Fetty, you talking already. I pull up with top of that, come on Mercedes. I'm on Betty, her head got me steady. I call her Little Caesars, they tired of ready. My gun is Little Caesars, they tired of ready. I done my little, now they tired and jealous. Hold up, let me come my bro. Shoot a T dead, say he killed himself. Fill him over hole like a criminal. Paralyzed waist down, now he can't feel himself. Right on my guy, man, I swear it ain't nothing else. Freaky I make her touch herself. I'm ballin' and turning like a real, leave it like I blow him like bad, bro. Whoa, 007 hit him with a weapon, got her. Go. When the police come, dip on the ground. Spent 100, some on that look around. Little bitty boy, you still eat off the ground. You see them Haitians, they up on the ground. Shh, don't make a sound. Shoot, 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 shoot. Bet 20 more, I hit the first row. Freaky bitch on go, she gone off the road. Run up in your house like I'm commando. Clip hanging out, the Glock is stando. Homicide, we known for this. Screenshot, I texted Bluetooth grown for this. Yeah, that trap shit. I got 2 phones for this. I'm a dog, I think that I got a bone to fix. Stop what you doing. 33 in my clip, that's Patrick Ewing. Open up wide, girl, I'm looking for the chewing. Shawty gave me head, now I know what she pursuing. SD Nino with the cooling. Mask on, AR, that's on my side. PRG 700, we don't let slide. We don't let slide. Nigga play with me, I ride. Bitch, I'm creeping with the guys. We get up with 3 high fives. Shoot, 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 You singing R. Kelly, you play get deadly. It's great, got no jelly. I'm counting up Fetty, you talking already. I pull up what top of that, come on Mercedes. I'm on Betty, her head got me steady. I call her Little Caesars, they tired of ready. My gun Little Caesars, they tired of ready. I done my now they tired and jealous. Hold up, let me come my bro. Shoot a T dead, say he killed himself. Fill him over hole like a criminal. Paralyzed waist down, now he can't feel himself. Roll on my guy, man, I swear it ain't nothing else. Freaky bitch, I make her touch herself. I'm ballin' and turning like a real, leave it like I blow him like bad, bro. Whoa, 007 hit him with a weapon, got her. Go. When the police come, dip on the ground. Split 100, some on now look around. Little bitty boy, you still eat off the ground. You see them Haitians, they up on the ground. Shh, don't make a sound. Shoot, 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 Bet 20 more, I hit the first row. Freaky bitch on go, she gone off the road. Run up in your house like I'm commando. Clip hanging out, the Glock is stando. Homicides, we known for this. Screenshots, I texted Bluetooth grown for this. Yeah, that trap shit. I got 2 phones for this. I'm a dog, I think that I got a bone to fix. Stop what you doing. 33 in my clip, that's Patrick Ewing. Open up wide, girl, I'm looking for the chewing. Shawty gave me head, now I know what she pursuing. SD Nino with the cooling. Mask on, AR, that's on my side. PRG 700, we don't let slide. We don't let slide. Nigga play with me, I ride. Bitch, I'm creeping with the guys. We get up with 3 high fives. Shoot, 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 shoot,
Excuse me, did you forget?
One of the most prevalent misconceptions that surrounds wrestling is that it's always been and always will be a hostile, male-dominated environment. This year, I discovered that in most cases, that notion couldn't be further from the truth. We are in an era where a very special group of wrestlers are making waves and taking names while literally grappling with adversity. I now invite you to take an insider's look at Aptos High's wrestling team, where you will find yourself in the presence of some of the most charismatic and undeniably badass girls you've ever seen.
class of 2018, and I'm a proud Aptos wrestler. I've been wrestling for 2 years now. I started my junior year. I wish I could have done it more years, but I did softball before then. And the reason I switched to wrestling is because I was really good friends with Emma, and she was like all about wrestling. Her brothers wrestled before her, and it's just like part of her life. And I kind of wanted to see, and it was intriguing to me, and I was really scared to try it out, but I knew a few other girls that were doing it, so I just went out. I remember being so scared the first day of practice. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't want to get beat up. I didn't want people to judge me because I didn't know what I was doing. I knew I wasn't a good runner. I knew they did a lot of running. And so honestly, terrified was the only way I know how to describe how I felt that first day, other than like excited to see what it had to do. But honestly, the main reason why I did it was because I needed a way to get out of softball, because I just hated it so much and I couldn't find a way to figure out how to tell my dad I didn't want to play anymore, even though like he would have been understanding about it, but still it was just like a hard conversation, and wrestling was kind of just there for me to say I'll do that instead. So yeah, it's kind of simple why I started, but after I started, like my mindset changed completely about it. I walked in the room and met Reggie, and it like honestly changed my life. And I know it sounds really cheesy saying that, but like it's helped me become the person I am today, and like I've had to work harder than I ever have with wrestling, and it just makes you want to work harder, and it makes you want to improve yourself, and like they believe in you so much, and like all the teammates and how much of a family aspect there is just like makes you want to try so hard. And it just honestly, the best way I know how to describe it is, for me, I think we all need people that we know care about us, and wrestling is that in every way, shape, and form. And just you walk in that room and you know all those people care about you, and you know they wish the best for you. And if you miss a day of practice, yeah, it's kind of annoying when every single person's like, where were you? Why weren't you at practice yesterday? But honestly, when you think about it on a deeper level, it's like, wow, like these people literally miss me when I'm gone for one day. And I think I'd mentioned it before, but like even if I didn't really want to go to practice one day, I'm like, I'm tired, I don't want to run, I don't want to wrestle, I don't want to have to drill all this time, I always left with a smile on my face. I was just always happy I stuck it out and went to practice. And honestly, like the wrestling girls and I like are closer than I've ever been with anyone, other than like my really best friends. And it's just we so effortlessly have become sisters and family, and they support me, and there's such an amazing support system. And I think it's mostly because like we've been through so many hard things together. Like wrestling tournaments are very intense. You wake up at 6 a.m., sometimes even 4 a.m. You drive 2-3 hours, wait all day. You're not allowed to eat all day until after you weigh in. And it's a lot of waiting around and wrestling, and a lot of tears and emotions, and losing sucks and always is scary, but you know that those people are going to be there for you no matter what.
Hi, my name's Susan, and I have been wrestling since freshman year, and I'm going to be going on to my 3rd year of wrestling next year. And I joined wrestling because one of my football coaches decided that it would be good for me to get out there and get that experience, and it would help me a lot in football. And so I went out there and I absolutely loved it freshman year. I thought it was amazing. It was such a change going from football where your coaches are just screaming at you, and it's kind of just emotionally draining and physically draining, to wrestling where yes, it's physically draining, but it's emotionally uplifting because there's just so much love and everybody accepts you for who you are and all your flaws and your strengths and your speed. And I just felt so much love, and the coaches don't yell at you, they just talk to you like a person, like you're an adult. And you know, they treat you, they have nicknames for you, we're all like family, we go out to eat together, you know, we go watch movies and just have fun as a team. So junior year, it was definitely, I was super nervous coming back because I was not able to wrestle sophomore year. And so I was like, oh my God, all these people had an extra year to become closer, to become better friends. And I felt super shy and nervous, kind of anxious about going into this family. But I was really surprised because I got accepted really easy. And having more girls that year, I was nervous about, you know, being in the clique with the girls and, you know, all of that. But as the year went, like, as the season went on, like, we all got closer and I became sisters with these people. Like, they understand what I'm going through, you know. If we go to a tournament and I'm gone in the bathroom crying and I come back, they just put their arms out, give me a hug because they did the same thing last round, you know. Like, we all went through it, we're all there for each other.
Hi, I'm Camila. I've been wrestling since I was in 3rd, 4th grade. I started with the River Cats. I took some time off and then started again wrestling in middle school with the Watson Gold team. I wrestled in high school. Well, I wanted to wrestle in high school because my brother wrestled in high school and he had a really good time wrestling and he made his best friends and he had a really good connection with Reggie in the team. So I started wrestling. Well, when I started wrestling, I made friends and I met friends and met people that I didn't think that would impact my life as they did. In practice, we always have fun and we always do random things, and it's like those little memories are like the best memories I have. The people that I met are like people that I trust the most. Going to tournaments is fun because we always mess around and we all support each other, and it's really fun because we're all from different areas. It's like people that come from this far or like that far, and we all meet together at this one tournament and we all compete. So it's like we're all working towards getting that first place, but we're all supporting each other at the same time, which is really cool.
Hi, I'm April, and I've been wrestling for, it's going to be 3 years, and I started my sophomore year, and I think the funnest part of wrestling is testing your limits and just really focusing on having fun and seeing what you can do. From wrestling, I learned so much, aspects of myself and what I can really do on the mat and in life as well. And my coach Reggie was really part of that, and he always made sure while he was coaching us to tie it into a life lesson, and I really appreciated that because I was there for wrestling and I ended up just growing and just becoming a better person, and that's one thing that I got from wrestling.
Hi, I'm Emma, and I've been wrestling since my freshman year, and I've been doing it for all 4 years. I've been doing it for off season. I've done it at this club in Santa Cruz, and I've done it at this club in Watsonville, and yeah, I've been wrestling ever since. And my brothers are assistant coaches, Ben and Jacob Rodriguez, so I've been technically on the team for like 8 years, and it's been really cool to see how far women's wrestling has gone, because when I started there was a really small amount of people in the whole league. There might have been like 6 of us all together. And on my own team, we only had about 4. And then it's like now we had about 13 girls on the team. And in the league, we have like almost 20, I think. And CCS has been getting so big that it's harder for us to qualify and stuff. And it's getting a lot more competitive. But it's been really cool to see how close everyone can get. Especially this year, we've been the closest. So me and Camila have been wrestling together ever since my freshman year, because she went to the same club as me. And we've been really close. Because we have to go to tournaments together, we have to spend the night with each other. We have to wake up at like 4 in the morning and drive to a San Jose tournament all the time. And I feel like I've been kind of like their team mom. As they say, they bought me like a wrestler mom t-shirt at Napa one time, and it's like they're like my little, I don't know, just like my little wrestlers, I guess. They, sometimes it's really emotional to wrestle. Like some of the girls, when you lose, it's kind of you feeling all these different kinds of emotions. So some of them will be really mad, they'll like storm outside, or they'll start crying, and you like feel really bad. And so I have to go over there and talk to them and tell them, it's okay to lose. You lose some, you win some, you can't win them all. And with the boys too, they call me their team mom, because I have to, one time Tyler, do you know who Tyler Slay is? Tyler Slay got chlorine in his eyes and he was running, and he just started bawling his head off, and I had no idea what was wrong. I was like, Tyler, are you okay? And he's like, my eyes hurt. So I had to get him, and I carried him to Hillary's office, and I had to wash out his eyes with milk. Like, that's the weirdest thing to do, but that's like the kind of team we have. We have a really close bond. We'll do like anything for each other, boys and girls.
Every year there's a
a simple message that's delivered to the team, and that is, this is not a girl wrestler. This is a wrestler. But the exception is that you're going to treat her with the same respect as you would treat your sister. Overall, we had 12 girls at one point. That's huge. And I've always said, given a lot of credit to the increased popularity of female wrestling as one of the saving aspects of the sport. Because it was just 4 years ago, they had cut wrestling from the Olympics, and wrestling was the original sport known to man. So how can you cut the original sport known to man in the Olympics? And what's happened is the explosion of popularity of girls has made wrestling really, really an even more powerful sport.
Guys, when they wrestle a girl, they have two mentalities, and it's either, oh, this is a girl, like, I don't have to go that easy, like, whatever, like, I can beat her easy. Or they're like, oh, this is a girl, I can't let her win. I have to be, like, more rough than I would ever be with any other person.
And,
like,
rough, or
kill
like
you.
really gentle and afraid of
Yeah,
them,
some are like,
I was told not to hit
him. Like, does this hurt? Like, can you bend this way? Like, it's fine. It's really funny because like guys that wrestle girls for the first time, like, because girls are a lot more flexible. Like our shoulders are way more flexible than guys, and our hips are way more flexible, and like our backs and everything. And so like they'll do things that usually work on guys, like putting your shoulder back to try and turn you, and you're just like, hey, like you're not doing anything. Like I'm just chilling.
We were telling stories about when I was crying because of Rite Aid, and then when Camila yeeted Emma at Napa wanting to weigh herself. And then when Camila screamed because she thought I would.
And I just learned that you guys can't wrestle if you're weight class, if you like go like a couple pounds over or something.
If you're 0.1 over, they won't let you.
Do you think that it leads to like a lot of girls like having like a lot of self-confidence issues, like the whole like weight class thing?
Or like eating disorders or anything?
That's what I had thought. I mean, last year I was really unhealthy in the way I lose weight, and I literally would just like go 3 days or like 4 days without eating, and I thought that was like, yeah, I'm just losing weight being healthy.
Yeah, I just feel like with wrestling, that's probably definitely like a concern for some people. Like, you know, if someone was to develop an eating disorder and how that would affect them and stuff.
But Coach Reggie is like really strict on like not starving yourself.
Of course,
They always tell you like, all the coaches, like, they tell you how you should be eating it. Okay, it's okay to eat this little bit of a sandwich and then go run a little bit and then maybe eat a little bit more. Like, they try to, like, all the coaches are very, like, concerned about that and trying to help the kids through it so they do it in a healthy and normal
So
way.
people aren't just, like, starving themselves and getting sick and stuff.
The thing about our team, too, is, like, Reggie always talks about when he was in high school doing wrestling, his coach was literally like, you're going to wrestle this weight class, you need to be this weight. And like he would have to lose like 20 pounds in a season or like in a week or whatever, just because his coach was like, you need someone in this spot. Whereas Reggie's like, whatever you guys feel comfortable wrestling at is what you should wrestle at. Like I'm not gonna make you go down. Like I'll suggest it maybe, like, oh, like you could lose those 5 pounds and go down to this weight class if you really wanted to, but he doesn't like require us to lose weight for anything. Like there is certain occasions, like for Camila, she's had to like lose or gain like pounds to be in our starting lineup, but for the most part at least.
Have you ever had to like gain a lot of weight, any of you guys? Like they told you like you have to gain 15 pounds, like.
I remember our first tournament, she was wrestling 10 pounds heavier than she weighed.
Oh no, I was wrestling 30 pounds heavier than I weighed.
Oh no.
I was in 195 and I was weighed 168.
Mine was 10 pounds heavier, but like 4 weight classes difference, because like for the lighter weights, it's like a 3-pound difference, which is really dumb.
As you get heavier, like the weight classes get more and more spread apart because there's less girls that weigh.
What was it like wrestling someone who is 30 pounds heavier than you though?
Difficult.
Couldn't lay him out.
That was the first tournament of the year, so I don't like remember the specific matches as well, but overall, like, in my life, my favorite thing to do is like shatter people's expectations of myself, and wrestling like helps me do that a lot, because like I'll walk in somewhere like in a dress and have my makeup done, my nails on, and they're like, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm buying some new wrestling shoes. And they're like, did you mean cheer shoes? I'm like, no, wrestling shoes. Like it just feels really good to like tell people that, and like I'm really, really proud that I'm a wrestler. And like for me, like before I started wrestling last year, like I was just like a really sad person. Like I was having really bad depression. My anxiety was like worse than it ever been. And I started wrestling, and I met Reggie and all of our other coaches, and like my life like literally turned around. Like I turned into a completely different person, and like I'm so happy now, and like I beat my depression through wrestling, and honestly, that's why it has such a special place in my heart too, because like it changed my life, and it's very special to me.
Since you guys are being honest, then I always try and repeat a compliment. I always say that my sole focus came directly into teaching and into coaching, and you guys, being around you guys, it really helped that dark period as well, because it gave me a sense of self, it gave me a sense of self-worth and purpose, which is also why it's pretty difficult to step away this year.
Hey Reggie, I just saw you today, so I'm just gonna keep on talking.
I just want to say thank you for everything that you've done for me and my family, because
You so easily just make people feel so good about themselves, and I had struggled with confidence and self-esteem and all these things, and like had some kind of anxiety and depression, and wrestling helped me break through that. And it's not like wrestling that did it, it's wrestling that empowered me to do it for myself and make me realize that everything is okay and I am a good person and I'm capable of accomplishing anything I want to if I work hard enough. And
we love you, Regina, even though you don't like that name, but thank you so much for everything. Mwah!
So I'm gonna miss you a lot when you're gone. I'm gonna keep coming back. I hope you are. You've been in my life for about 8 years now. It seems like we're basically family. You've been there for me. You're the only one who actually believed in me. For CCS and everything. Sorry, please. I'm really gonna miss you, and I hope everything goes well wherever you go. I love you.
You guys.
Thank you. Welcome back to Modern Family. Hi, I'm April, and you're watching Disney Channel.
Stop, that's bad.
I'm jumping down from here.
You can't go back and say that I am attacking you. You're the one that started it, okay? Stop recording, please. Alright, this is a private conversation. God, I can't do anything.
It's so how did I start? What did I do to start?
You started by violating my space when she was trying to record.
I
did. Oh,
And I started laughing and I started choking on the ice cream, and so I spat it all over the table. And then I was freaking out because I just spat ice cream all over the table. And so I went like this, and I hit the spoon and it went flying across the room.
Another thing is, the girls at Aptos High wrestling team are bougie.
Hey, I'm Susan. Join wrestling.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. I feel commitment's what
Para mí el baile es más o menos como una forma de a veces liberar mis problemas dentro de hacer algo que me apasiona mucho. Antes de empezar, como que no quería, no era algo que me interesaba o que me llamaba la atención tan siquiera. O sea, sí veía en presentaciones cómo bailaban y pues sí era muy bonito, pero nunca me veía bailando de esa manera. Entonces cuando yo entré al grupo, recuerdo que estaba yo muy nerviosa, pero al entrar me di cuenta todos me daban la bienvenida, tenían los brazos abiertos para aceptarme y pues sí, es algo que me apasiona mucho.
El baile me ha ayudado a encontrar mi identidad porque yo antes era muy tímida, extremadamente tímida, no me gustaba hablar con extraños. El baile es importante para mí porque es una forma bonita de expresar o interpretar tu cultura.
For me, dance is like a way I can get away from like my home and just everything going on and be with like my family at dance and just express myself and have fun. And also what I love about it is it's a way I can connect with like my culture and learn more about it, and it's just something I really love to do. Dance is really important because it's a way to learn more about Mexican culture and express it so that other people in our community can learn about it and appreciate it, and I think it's really awesome that we are sharing it with others. And dance is also a really great outlet for like young people and kids to like get away from everything and just go and be with other friends and have fun and express themselves.
Para mí el baile es una actividad que hace que te alegre el corazón, el alma. Es una buena actividad para el cuerpo, como un deporte. Yo cuando bailo lo disfruto tanto, escuchar la música, es maravilloso sentir esa emoción por dentro del baile. Todo tipo de baile es importante porque siento que alegra nuestros corazones, rejuvenece el cuerpo, nos hace más activos. Y específicamente aquí en Senderos me gusta el baile porque es nuestra cultura, nuestras raíces. Yo quiero que mi hija no pierda esa cultura, esas raíces.
Si gustan presenciar más del bello arte que la organización Senderos realiza,
están todos invitados a la Guelaguetza 2018,
que se llevará a cabo el 20 de mayo en San Lorenzo Park, Santa Cruz.
¡Los esperamos!
When did you get here? 5 minutes ago?
Oh, 10 minutes ago?
Alright, I don't care.
Hey, I found him outside.
I was underneath your porch for 3 days absorbing the shadows.
Okay, sure.
Alright, you guys stay here. I'm gonna go get the papers.
I'm gonna go see if they have a basement.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I was just scrolling through Instagram and you just see Tom Holland with a bunch of his dogs and like, oh, Maddie? Maddie? Yo, I think she's dead. I think she's dead.
Stop overreacting. It's just a dead person.
Yeah, she's dead. This fucking sucks.
Was it necessary?
Why?
For my feet.
Oh my god.
What do we do?
What do we tell your sister?
Hey guys,
Hey!
what's that?
Your sister.
Maddie?
Yeah. What other sister do you have?
What happened?
Something happened.
She died.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Wanna play with the body?
No!
Who's that?
Ignore that. What are we supposed to do?
Hey guys, what's this? Where did you find that? On the table right here.
Put it down.
It's on. There's like blood on it.
That wasn't there a minute ago.
What is it?
A knife.
Yeah, but why is there blood on it?
Probably
Just
because
put it down.
Stab somebody. Genius.
Just put it down. Just leave it alone. Don't touch it.
Why is that there?
I don't know.
Obviously. Whoever. Maddie. Someone used it to kill her.
Oh my god. Did you see that when we found the body?
I mean, I didn't see it. We walked right here, walked right past it, but I never saw anything.
Well, who did it?
We don't know.
I don't know.
So I don't really know why I'm here. But this is a knife that they used to kill Maddie. There's blood all over it.
Quinn!
What?
What are you doing? Get back over here and stop touching the knife.
Why?
God, leave it alone!
I got blood on it. So what do we do now?
We're gonna put down the knife.
Leave it alone.
But the knives
Don't
are all
mess
the
with
source of the world's happiness.
Shut up.
Who is that?
That's Dario. He's literally nobody.
I think he's a robot.
I wouldn't be
Physical
surprised.
embodiment of your darkest dreams.
If you don't have anything to contribute to this murder, then be quiet.
What the heck?
You weren't even here when the murder was found. So
I'm here?
Were you here when your sister was killed? Exactly.
No.
Where were you? You were in the bathroom. Where were you?
I was looking in the shadows of your basement because the shadows give me fuel.
Whatever.
He's a robot, I'm telling you.
I was upstairs grabbing the papers.
Well, obviously, one of us wasn't here. She's dead.
Really? I didn't know. Why would it?
Because you know where the knives are.
It's not like they're hidden.
I honestly don't get why they're trying to blame me for Maddie's death. I mean, I'm literally the only one in this stupid group trying to figure out who killed her. I like Maddie. I don't like anyone else. Maya, she's annoying. Dario, no one knows what's up with him. Quinn's an airhead. Like, why would I kill the only person I actually like and... I still think it was Dario. I mean, who else could it be?
Ow!
Here.
March. Don't touch my food. Yeah, so I killed her.
Hey guys, Maya left, so I'm gonna see if I can take some of her food.
Favorite. Tissues.
You're banned.
Oh shoot, I looked at the camera.
Dario! Stop looking at the camera!
No, just focus.
It's just I can't.
Can I just like in the background and be like,
What?
you said your microphone?
I thought you said my America phone and then I...
My America phone.
No. Why did you scream? I'm about to murder you. You're just looking at me. I'm like... If I kiss, I'll just...
I was given a responsibility. I was naive. Time to deliver the goods. A little luck for the customer. Crisscross applesauce. It's a good thing I was boss today. Time to get the cash. Rome was not built in a day.
One time I was stuck underneath the cost of a shopping cart for 3 hours.
A house is made of walls and beams.
John. 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 John.
Life is like going over a speed bump. We making pizza out here, man. I like a challenging pace. Too bad we don't know what's on the other side of the wall. Too bad. Life's a mystery, yet so am I.
Father always said I was magical.
Whenever the FedEx man comes to deliver the package, I like to play hide and seek with him. Time to deliver goods. A job done with great good and care.
on so heavy, Mr. Sweet. You cool, drop dead good looks. Love 'em and you leave 'em just as quick. Filling your black book, trying to impress me, trying hard to score in your Cadillac. Let me tell you, mister, look so fine. You're more than met your match. I've got superpower. You never seen before. 'Cause I'm irresistible. One taste of my love will show you, baby, baby, I'm irresistible. I've got the power to hold you, baby, baby, I'm irresistible. Can't get no better, no better, baby, baby, I'm irresistible. So strong and tender, so surrender. I'm a special woman, one of a kind, a 4-star first class act. Baby, let me tell you, no man alive can survive my love attack. Once you've had the best there is, there's no turning back. 'Cause I'm irresistible.
And I've been looking for someone to put up with my bullshit. I can't even leave my bedroom, so I keep pouring. And I ain't seen no light of day since, well, that's not important. It's been long. And I was feeling Whitney, me and my homie sipped Houston. Cars and clothes thought I was winning, you knew I was losing. You told me to wake up, but my clock always stays on snoozing. I'm done. To each their own, and find peace in knowing ain't always broken. But here's the hoping, show no emotion against your coding. Just act as hard as you can. You don't need a friend, boy, you're the man. And I've been looking
looking for someone that I can buy my drugs from. It seems like every plug went east to Utah became Mormons. Drought comes on around, feels like I have no one to depend on. Sober. I had 80 beers on Tuesday night, I had nothing to do with it. I put on a little Dwight and sang a happy tune and lit a cigarette, stepped out the door, had an appearance, drank more.
It was a dark night, mostly because this is a black and white film. I had just cracked the notorious cheese heist, and now Biggie Cheese was safely locked in the big house. I thought it would have been my last case, but I couldn't have been more wrong.
Can I come in, detective?
She was the most beautiful dame I'd ever laid eyes on. Hair like silk and eyes like fire. She was hotter than the tip of my cigarette.
Can I come in?
Oh, sorry, I was monologuing.
Mono what now?
Geez, I really gotta stop this monologuing thing. I think I have an addiction. How can I help you, ma'am?
You're Detective Private Eye, right? I'm here to report a murder.
A murder? Why don't you report this to the Flatfoots at the station?
It's an unusual case. Be better if you saw for yourself.
How much you willing to cough up?
$500.
5 C-notes was a hefty bounty for a simple murder case. But then again, this murder didn't sound like an ordinary one. But I needed the money, so I decided to give it a shot. When I saw the crime scene, I knew it would be an interesting case. Not only because the victim was my previous rival detective, Vicky Victim, but because the murder weapon was a fish. Looks like this is gonna be a fishy case.
How could you say that? That's my brother. It wasn't
Shut
even
up.
a good...
I'm not sure, but... Okay, yeah. There's only one person in Chicago who sells the fish that are this disgusting.
But who?
Big Louie.
Mamma mia! What is it, senor?
Do you know why I called you in here?
You said you wanted to buy some of my fish.
Your fish are terrible.
Hey, what can I say? Bada bing, bada boom!
Listen, Louie, there's been a murder, and one of your fish was the murder weapon.
Mamma mia! Who was the victim?
His name was Vicky. Ring any bells?
Oh yeah, he was one of my only 3 customers.
Louie was proven to be a good squealer, but I needed more info before I could crack this case. Who are your other 2 customers?
Well, one of them was Clark Suspecto, and the other one was you, senor!
That's impossible. I've never set foot in your disgusting joint.
Well, last night you did! You bought 2 of my bottles of my finest liquor!
No, that's...
Believe in what you want, detective, but you were in my store last night, a super drunk!
I could hardly believe it, but then again, I didn't remember much when I got blackout drunk. Maybe I had celebrated my successful case a little too much. Tell me more about this Clyde you were talking about.
Sorry, but I cannot do that. I'd rather croak like an Italian toadstool before I tell you the location of my customers.
Really? Let's see about that. Where's Clyde live, Louie? Louie had cracked like a Taco Bell Chalupa Supreme, and now I was close to finding the killer. The thing was, if Clyde really was the killer, who knew what kind of operation he could be running? The only backup I had was my revolver, but like most private detectives, that's all the backup I needed. I wasn't surprised the thugs weren't upstairs. Usually, city sardines like them stuck to basements. I had found the fishing spot, but now it was time to catch the fish.
Say, Clyde, what are you gonna do with all this fish tracking money?
You see, I figured I'd use it for this here operation. Soon, I'll have control of the world's entire underground fish trade.
Sounds good, boss.
Grab some air, bitch! I said!
As the armored game shot Chicago lightning, I cocked my revolver. It was time to fry these fish. Come on out, Clyde. Okay, now come on out. I had caught the big fish, and now all I had to do was reel him back to the police station. The thing is, sometimes there's more than one big fish in a pond.
Nice job, Mr. Rye. You've caught one of Chicago's most wanted criminals. Just in time, too, or he might have escaped our grasp.
Wait, he was in jail yesterday?
Yes, he was, but he escaped this morning. You were lucky enough to find him.
Actually, no, I'm not lucky. The only reason I was going after him is because he murdered somebody. If he was in jail yesterday, then he can't be the murderer.
It must have been a red herring.
Could I borrow your cigar for a bit? I got him on along to the audience.
Yes, I do it all the time.
It seemed my rod was straight out of fish hooks. If Clyde wasn't the murderer, then who was? The blonde had no motive, and Louis wouldn't kill one of his only 2 customers. But then, it all fell into place. I know who did it, Chief.
What do you mean?
Last night, I had celebrated my successful case a little bit too hard. I had just cracked the notorious cheese heist. Drunk and in need of cheap liquor, I went to the cheapest place in town, Big Louie's.
You were in my store last night. I'm super drunk!
I bought the alcohol. I must have picked up one of Louie's fish as well. One of your fish was the murder weapon. Because it was too drunk to know how disgusting it was. Confused, disoriented, and angry from the liquor, I must have stumbled around, looking for a fight. Then I saw him, the perfect person to drunkenly beat up. My rival detective, because the victim was my previous rival detective, Vicky Victim. It was the perfect way to take out my alcohol-induced anger. By the time I finally stopped, Vicky was already dead. I was too drunk to know that I committed the murder, so like any good detective, I solved the case. A case where I turned out to be the murderer.
Don't worry, detective. Plot twists like this happen all the time.
What do you mean?
I've done this to many plot twisting detectives before this.
Done what?
Let's see here. I knew from the beginning that the detective was the murderer, but with cases like this, it was fun to watch them fool around. After all, my job was super boring. That was one fishy case.
I know who did it, Chief. Oh yeah, you want to too. You just say what, how, and then I know who did it, Chief. Coleman, it's a little bit too hard. Drunk, and then you're supposed to flip it.
Oh, I remember. I thought it said getting super drunk, so I was like,
successful case, a little too much. Drunk, and yeah, you have to flip it a little bit faster. Sorry about that. I was too drunk to even remember that I committed the murder. So like any good detective, I solved the case. Case where I turned out to be the murderer. Dang it, I was almost good. I was too drunk to remember that I committed the crime in the first place. So like any good murderer. Okay, 3.
What a pretty lady. Wow. Where are you from, girl?
We're not gonna actually hit you with
Oh,
Sure.
playing hard to get. I see. Come here, girl. Oh, look at that.
I proved that. Oh wait, I gotta get this out of the way.
It's not even a shot.
I'm gonna go down even. Ethan just looks at me, he's like, okay, and then... Really? Let's see about that. Where's Clyde live, Louie?
You piece of shit.
Another fellow needs your help.
That's what he's talking about.
Say Clyde when you use all this fish trafficking money. Say Clyde when you use all this fish trafficking.
Action.
Say Clyde when you use all this fish trafficking money.
Action.
Say Clyde when you use all this fish trafficking money.
Let's do a retake.
Mamma mia! What is this, senor?
Hold on.
Hey, what can I say? Bada bing, bada boom! Mamma mia! Who's the victim? Detective, when you were in my store last night, I'm super drunk!
Hello and welcome to the Football Olympics. Today we'll be testing our skills against the crossbar challenge, a corner kick challenge, and then a very big surprise at the end. Participant number 1 is Luis. On the second place, we have Eduardo. Yeah. On the third spot, we have our boy, Jesui. On the fourth spot, we have Daniel Ortiz. Last but not least, it's your boy, Rafa boy. Get out here. Take a challenge, take a challenge. Challenge number 1 will be crossbar challenge. Simple, it's just kick the ball from out of the 18, hope to hit the crossbar. Everybody gets 3 shots, whoever knows the most wins. So first up is Luis, trying to hit the crossbar right there. Go. Can't get in the crossbar. It didn't work out. Let's see you next try. Good job, Luis. Holy shit. I guess my boy Lalito's next. Let's go. You got this one. Go, you got 2 more shots, 2 more shots. Let's go, baby, let's go! Relax, bro, relax. I'm gonna pause, guys.
Oh, shit!
Yo, that was close. You know, they say legends never die. Right, Danny? Obviously not. go. That is.
3, 2, 1, drop it.
Okay. I don't think you can use that. Oh, my bad. School project. My bad, guys. It's because I'm wearing jeans, obviously. Yeah, dude, yeah. This is the veteran Rafa. He's gone like how many wins? Too many soccer game wins. Let's get it. Let's go, baby. You. Ooh! Come on. Democracy likes skill. Don't get hurt because we need you on the ride. Oh shit. Ah! Did that hurt? Ah shit.
I don't think so. It's awesome. Try to get up. Try to get up. Try to get up. Ahí adentro. Try to.
Saturday sun, I met someone out on the west coast. I gotta get back, I can't let this go. Saturday sun, I met someone, don't care what it costs. No ray of sunlight's ever lost. So tired of sleeping alone, so tired of eating alone. I need to ask her, what's going on? Are we going strong? She felt like resting her head. My shoulder was the perfect height. We fit so right. So what's going on? 'Cause I've been undone. The long drive, the coastline, looking at her first light. Am I still on her mind? I've been undone. Sun, I met someone out on the west coast. I gotta get back, I can't let this go. Saturday sun, I met someone, don't care what it costs. No ray of sunlight's ever lost, ever lost. Ba-ba. Still the memory's right there. She put the breeze in my hair. No kiss was softer, softer than this. I'm reading her lips. Oh, each line I read. She left her books in my bed and her song in my head. I've been undone. Oh, Saturday sun, I met someone out on the west coast. I gotta get back, I can't let this go. I met someone, don't care what it costs. No ray of sunlight's ever lost, ever lost. Ba-ba, 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 ba-ba. Sun, I met someone out on the west coast. I gotta get back, I can't let this go. Saturday sun, I met someone, don't care what it costs. No ray of sunlight's ever lost. Oh, Saturday sun.
Mom, I just drank water.
Hey, are you new here?
Yeah, today was my move-in day. How about you?
I moved in yesterday. How about I show you around?
Sure.
He who is cruel to animals becomes hard also in his dealings with men. We can judge the heart of a man by his treatment of animals.
Squirrels are members of the family Sciuridae, a family that includes small or medium-sized rodents. The squirrel family includes tree squirrels, ground squirrels, chipmunks, marmots, including woodchucks, flying squirrels, and prairie dogs, amongst other rodents. Squirrels are indigenous to the Americas, Eurasia, and Africa, and were introduced by humans to Australia. The earliest known squirrels date from the Eocene period and are most closely related to the mountain beaver and to the dormouse, among other living rodent families.
I love you.
I hate you.
What did we learn today, kids? Well, for starters, college can be a very scary place and time. Take, for example, the plight of our daring hero. Ah, yes. One day you may ask yourself, where is that large automobile? And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful house. And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful wife. Yes. One moment you may find yourself chasing squirrels in a figurative Valhalla, when the next moment you may find yourself being mauled by the very thing that drives all creation, love. Indeed, going to college isn't very scary, but it isn't all bad. After this little incident, Will went on to win the Nobel Prize in Zoology for his brave work in cataloging a new species of giant squirrel deep in the Amazon jungle. Fancy that, eh? The man, faced with the white whale, chooses to conquer his hubris and venture forth into the great beyond. As is the way with many great men, universities served as a building blocks for prosperous achievement. Isn't that right, my child?
Now turn me up a little. James, James, exclusive. James,